Yes, my wonderful people, welcome to J Progress Entertainment again. And people, I am here today to break a story to you guys, which everybody wonder why Sha'Carri Richardson came second in the women's 100-meter final at the Olympics Games in Paris. Why did Sha'Carri Richardson came in second place at such a slow time, and she had done a faster time than that before? Sha'Carri Richardson is way faster than that. People, how did Julian Alfred beat Sha'Carri Richardson? You all want to know why? I'm gonna break it down to you guys now. Guys, stay tuned. Let me break this down to you guys. I hear all the analysts, everybody trying to work out what happened to Sha'Carri Richardson, and she was the #1 person to take the gold medal after Shelly-Ann Fraser withdrew from the 100-meter. Right? People, them have a saying in Jamaica that and across the world where it says that, you see, your greatest enemy, your biggest doubter, can become your biggest motivator. Shelly-Ann Fraser and Sha'Carri Richardson were the rival that were pushed right through this Olympics, where they built up between this Olympic. Like right now where you have this Kishane Thompson and Noah Lyles being pushed as these rival who need to rip each other apart to get the gold medal in the men's 100. It was no different with Sha'Carri Richardson and our Mommy Rocket. People, Shelly-Ann Fraser Pryce. Let me break down now exactly. For Sha'Carri Richardson, she was disappointed when Shelly-Ann Fraser withdrew from the semifinals. That's what done it for Sha'Carri Richardson. Sha'Carri Richardson's career was riding and beating Shelly-Ann Fraser Pryce, my people. It would have come like you set to go to a party where you have your favorite artist gonna perform, and you have a lot of other good acts there who is slated to perform there. But guess what? For some reason you get the news before the party that your favorite act cannot make it. You already have your ticket and you have to go to the party, but something inside of you, that anxiety, everything, that expectation, it all disappear inside of you. But you may go and enjoy the party, but you just not feel the same because your favorite act is not there. It is no different for Sha'Carri Richardson. Sha'Carri Richardson had a point to prove. And the only way for her to prove that point was to beat Shelly-Ann Fraser Pryce, not Tia CLAYTON from Jamaica. So even for Sha'Carri Richardson, she was already disappointed when there wasn't much Jamaicans there in that race except for Tia CLAYTON. Tia CLAYTON is very good, don't get me wrong. Tia CLAYTON is a very impressive runner, 100-meter runner, but she's not as experienced. She still have a lot to learn. This is her first Olympics game, right? Tia CLAYTON did 10:86, something of that nature, right? So Sha'Carri Richardson know that she was a threat, but not a bigger threat like a lady like Shelly-Ann Fraser Pryce. Sha'Carri Richardson needed to beat Shelly-Ann Fraser Pryce to feel like she is that lady, the fastest woman in the world, and she can clinch onto that title with her head held high. When Shelly-Ann Fraser Pryce withdrew from the semifinals, that destroyed everything for Sha'Carri Richardson. Everybody else who was there, including Julian Alfred, even though Julian Alfred before has run 1070 something in Jamaica, right? But she was still not a threat for Sha'Carri Richardson. The person who Sha'Carri Richardson needed to prove her career on was Shelly-Ann Fraser Pryce. The poster girls for Olympics 100 meter was Shelly-Ann Fraser Pryce and Sha'Carri Richardson. They were the rivals, and Sha'Carri Richardson wouldn't be happy unless she beat Shelly-Ann Fraser Pryce right out on the Olympic grounds in Paris. People, it break our momentum. It break our energy. Because remember, when you have a Shelly-Ann Fraser Pryce in a race like a finals, and a Sha'Carri Richardson, that alone bring out the superwoman in a Sha'Carri Richardson, and it brings out the same superwoman in a Shelly-Ann Fraser Pryce, because you know that if him slip, Sha'Carri Richardson gone, and Sha'Carri Richardson know that Shelly-Ann Fraser Pryce will come out of the blocks before her. But guess what? Sha'Carri Richardson is a lady who always picks up about the 50-meter mark. And the only person who can pull her to get her best is Shelly-Ann Fraser Pryce, my people. So when she withdraw from the semi-finals, right away, Sha'Carri Richardson dream of proving her point gone. The one woman where she want beat in front of the Olympic crowd withdrew from the semi-final, so therefore she won't be in the final. It killed everything for Sha'Carri Richardson. Oh, no, don't see that. So when she went in that race, she know that she have a lot of fast woman there with her in that race who can possibly beat her. But to her, they were not that great of a threat. She feel like she can go do a good race. But with Shelly-Ann Fraser Pryce in the race, you have to do more than a good race. You have to do more than an excellent race. You have to do better than your best to beat Shelly-Ann Fraser Pryce. And that's the extra drive that Sha'Carri Richardson wanted to show the Olympics crowd. So when Fraser Pryce pull out, Sha'Carri Richardson feel like she had no point to prove here. Even if she won the race, even if Sha'Carri Richardson had won the gold medal at the Olympics, I guarantee you she would have not felt the same like she had won the race by beating the fastest woman with them have a poster girl alongside her for the favorites for the 100 meter at the Olympics. You can't understand that. It would have been like when you had a Justin Gatlin and all of these people going up against a Usain Bolt. If Usain Bolt wasn't in the race, they don't get the same drive. Like they had something to prove. If you don't beat the best, how can you really be the best if you don't beat the best? At that reached Sha'Carri Richardson. So she went into the finals of the woman 100 meter. Right? Yes, to run a good race. But her vibes did already gone. From Shelly-Ann Fraser Pryce withdrew. Because the one woman who she got Olympics, where she have on her mind, so when I beat this woman in front of the Olympic crowd, then the world will know that I am that woman. Who don't want to beat Shelly-Ann Fraser Pryce? Who don't want to do it? You understand me I say? And people, when Sha'Carri Richardson get that lineup in the woman's final 100 meter, go and watch the race. She had a sluggish start. She had a lazy start. From the gun go off, mark, set, boom! Sha'Carri Richardson well behind. CLAYTON had a great start. Julian Alfred had a great start. But the only thing with CLAYTON, she don't have the experience, and this is just an experience for her. So to her, this is an accomplishment for her, going to the Olympics and getting to the final. She learned a lot from being in the final at the Olympics, right? So even though we probably had Tia Clayton to get to medal in the final, but guess what? We probably didn't have her to win. Anything could have happened. She's a young athlete and they are very surprising and unpredictable. So anything could have happened with her. She had an amazing start out the blocks. Sha'Carri Richardson didn't get a good start or anything of that matter because her vibe was killed. It's like the moment she knew that Shelly-Ann Fraser Pryce wasn't in the race, her muscles went relaxed. The adrenaline kicked, the hype what she forget looking at Shelly-Ann Fraser across her from either side, knowing that she's going to be head on with Shelly-Ann Fraser Pryce now. That adrenaline rush would have possibly pushed her to get the gold medal. But she needed that person to pull her to do better than her best. You understand? But guess what? This Julian Alfred girl, yeah, she destroyed the field. Destroy it. Trust me. She surprised everybody. We knew she was a good runner. We knew she had a good season. A very good season. Right? We knew she was going to medal. But getting the gold medal was a different thing. Because I know people had it. It's either Sha'Carri Richardson or Shelly-Ann Fraser first and second. And then Julian Alfred third. Because they have the fastest time all year around. You understand? But people, the real reason why Sha'Carri Richardson didn't win the women's 100 meter is because Shelly-Ann Fraser Pryce pulled out of the semifinals. And that killed the ambition that Sha'Carri Richardson had coming into the Olympics, wanting to beat one of the top Jamaican athletes in the face of all the Olympic crowd. Make them know that she's the woman. You know a lot of people win things, but when you win it, you feel like you don't win it. Because you feel like you never have the real competition. But guess what now? Next time around, Sha'Carri Richardson know that Julian Alfred is the woman to beat. You understand? But don't forget, you had a few Jamaicans who didn't compete in the women's 100 meter at all. And they ain't no walkover. And I don't even have to call their names. I don't even have to call the names. But you know the persons who have pulled out of the 100 meter and didn't run it at all. Because of injuries and other things from Jamaica. And they ain't no walkover. But Sha'Carri Richardson, we understand. And it can happen to anybody. But with that said, we have to big up Julian Alfred for such an impressive performance. And it's well deserved. St. Lucia, big up on yourself. 10.72. That is no easy task. That is no easy task. America, you guys will have to go back to the drawing board. And remember, when you're going to the lineup of a woman's 100 meter, it is mental and a physical race. One error can cost you to not medal. Sha'Carri Richardson was already disrupted mentally when Shelly-Ann Fraser Pryce pulled out of the race. Sha'Carri Richardson needed Shelly-Ann Fraser Pryce beside her for her to perform better than her best. Believe when J Progress tell you that. One J Progress Entertainment, me people. Believe no man. You not fi ask nobody nothing. And nobody not fi tell you nothing. I just one J Progress Entertainment. Believe.